watch the recording. Okay, we're officially starting now. I just want to kick off this new week. I'll keep it kind of short and sweet. See if a few others, we got another one joined us here. Welcome, is it Kayla Dixon, I believe? Yep. So you can go ahead and put hello in the chat if you don't mind. Okay, I'm going to officially start now. Couple of announcements up here on the front. I mean, this probably doesn't apply to those that are here, but in general, I changed due dates to make everything due by Friday, with the exception of the slides that'll carry into next week. So slides, I typically will start 1 week and carry them into the following week. Other assignments, I'm making them due by Friday. I was doing Saturdays and Sundays, but I had complaints from parents because students were doing little to nothing all week, and then the weekend would come and they'd be scrambling to do their assignments due on Saturday and Sunday, and parents were upset because they had family things they wanted to do on Saturday and Sunday, and they wanted to know why their students have so much work to do on the weekend. And I said, just because I gave a Saturday or Sunday deadline should not have meant to wait till Saturday and Sunday to do it unless you had no other choice. So I'm now making the due dates during the week, and you should be able to get started on them today and get things done. Now the slides, the new chapter 4 or 5 slides that we're doing, they're starting this week. You should get started on them this week, but we're not going to finish them this week. So that's what this announcement here was about. Yeah, we're back to our normal Zoom schedule, even though the C groups are changing Thursday and Wednesday for classes because they got testing on Thursday. That won't get in the way of our Zoom on Thursday afternoon. So I'm going to keep that going for Thursday afternoon. And let's see, some things from the Friday is HCTV came out. Sometimes I put other things like that up here. Hopefully everyone got their test out of the way for chapter 3. And I'm going to go to classwork now and talk about this week. Now, if you guys got a question or something, because only a small group, just go ahead and unmute yourself and ask. I don't have the chat open at the moment. I can see it when I click on it. So I'm clicking around here a little bit. Okay, there it is. Okay, now I can see it. I opened it up. Okay, now for this week here, what's going on? First of all, we are starting 4 and 5. And I may say, Mr. Rio, that's 2 chapters. Yes, it's 2 chapters combined into 1. So it's 1 set of notes. So what I did is I took all what I consider most important information from chapter 4 and from chapter 5. So the 2 topics that we're starting are socializing the individual and the adolescent in society. So it's worth 50 points, and there's 48 slides. I did put here a reminder, title slide, of course, and then you start doing your regular slides after that. And it does, when you do get to chapter 5, it does, let's see, when we get there, it will, somewhere in there, oh, there it is. Slide number 29 is just a title slide for starting the adolescent society part, okay? So we'll be doing this over at least the next 2 weeks. And I got some good videos in that, so might even take a little longer in 2 weeks depending what's going on. Now this one here is, this slide here says 13 to 15. So that slides 13, 14, 15. It should be pretty common sense that the information in the firstborn or only child's would go on one slide, middle child's would go on another slide, and the lastborn would go on another one. And we're going to be talking about birth order, okay? Are you a firstborn or only child? Are you the only or one of several middle children, or are you the youngest? And how does that affect you, okay? So this is, I think, pretty interesting chapters. You know, we're getting into some pretty interesting stuff, and like I said, we'll be doing various videos. Some will be connected directly with this. Some will be other sociology topics too coming up. So I think by now everyone knows the criteria for doing the slides. So we're doing a combination 4 and 5, and our test when we are finished will cover those notes. So it'll be a combination 4 and 5, okay? These start this week. I want you to get started on them this week. You do not have to finish them this week. Okay, they got their due date on next week. This video here, now I'll be honest with you, I have not seen it. And say, Mr. Rio, how can you assign something you have not seen yet? Well, here's the deal. I used to show the previous version of the same video. It came out in 2012 by Frontline PBS, and it's called Growing Up Poor in America. Here's the link right here. Okay, so I used to show the one that was made. It was same topic. They covered several kids in different families. And let's see here. And I just closing this here out. And I showed for years. I mean, we watched it for several years. That now I realize they just came out in September with a brand new one, profiling 3 different kids in Ohio during the pandemic. So in other words, it's the same type of documentary, same type of, same topic, but it's just a new one, an updated one with some different people in it, but still focusing on poverty and kids and how it affects them. So this is kind of a big issue that relates to sociology. We have poor people. I would say, speaking for myself, we'd like to not have poor people and have everyone be doing better. And there's a lot of complicated reasons why people are poor. So we're going to watch this here. I'm going to watch it one of these in the next few days. And this one looks pretty interesting. The previous one was really good. Students in the past had a big impact from it, you know, because unless you are poor yourself, you may not realize the kinds of things people are struggling with and how it can affect you. So it should be quite interesting. I'm looking forward to see it myself. I did make a lesson with it, so you'll be doing that. I'm going to close this here out now. And there it is. Okay. Now, we got another one I've been showing now for at least a few years, and I think it's quite interesting. It's called Inside the Teen Brain. And that's another Frontline. They make excellent documentaries. I think you'll find this one quite interesting because they look at it from a biological point of view, what our teens going through as far as brain development and brain activity, and how might it affect them in their behavior and their decision making. This one goes back to 2002. You might say, well, it's 18 years old, Mr. Rio, but the stuff it covers is pretty much would be about the same now. They might have some newer medical equipment for testing and stuff, but other than that, the basic story, the basic issues, the basic things that they talk about would be the same. So it's a good documentary. There's a little assignment to go with that too. Okay, so that's another one that's coming up here. Okay, then so those are 2 fairly good-sized documentaries, almost an hour each, but they're important, they're good, I think they're quite interesting. So that's going to be a big part of your work this week, and then getting the slides started. Now, a little smaller assignment, but still important, is how does birth order affect your personality? Birth order and personality. So we got 2 different videos you're going to watch. They're short. One's 6 minutes, one's 4 minutes. Very short. This is where it's going to focus on the firstborn, middle children, youngest children, only child, and so on. So I think you'll find this quite interesting. It's fairly easy assignment, and there'll be a little assignment you do with it and watch that. So I would do at least one of these a day, starting maybe today, tomorrow at the latest. And then you can easily knock them out by Friday. Your slides, try to at least get half of them done by Friday. And then you'll have the other half to do, I believe they're due next Wednesday. Okay, and we have the election coming up also. So that's what's going on this week. So we're starting new topics. We got some number of good videos. So hopefully everybody's caught up and everything like that. If you have a question, go ahead and put it in the chat or unmute your mic and ask. If not, I'm going to go ahead and turn off my screen sharing. So I'm back as a real human being. Well, not just quite yet. Now I'm back as a real human being. Okay. So hopefully you'll find these topics interesting. And everything goes well, and stay caught up and get started today or tomorrow at the latest. And then you can have your weekends off, enjoy them with your family and whatever else you have going on. Okay, if there's any questions, put in the chat. If not, that's it. It's a short one today, 12 minutes long. And I'll be back on Thursday with any updates or anything going on. Okay? So take care. I'll see you.
Bye, Rio.
Okay, take care. Have a good day.